Okay, guys. Obviously, it's a good Miami football team, and I'll start off by giving them credit. They made more plays than we did today. We gave them, a few short fields. I think at least three of their scores were short fields, sudden change situations for our defense, put them in a tough position. Gave up a couple explosives on a T shoot and an F shoot, two ones up the middle, which were new plays, and we got to do a better job defending them. And then offensively, we didn't run the ball like we needed to, had too many drops, and have opportunities to make plays. That first half especially, that we dropped the ball, whatever it may be, and we just didn't finish the game. So it starts with me having them ready to go, and our guys making plays. We just got to continue to go back and look at what we're doing, look at how we're doing it, and get the ball to our playmakers and make plays. Questions?
Pat, how do you feel Joey Yellen did in his first start with you guys?
You know what? We'll go back and watch the tape. I think he took a couple sacks. Obviously one was a fumble. He needs to throw the ball away or scramble and get the heck out of there, one or the other. And we'll look at the tape. But, overall, you really didn't know what to expect. First game action as a Pitt quarterback, first start. I thought he played solid. I thought he put balls in people's hands to make plays. And, we don't make plays at times. And we got to help them out. And, again, we got to help them out with the run game. I mean, the run game, they did a good job stuffing us up front. We didn't get pushed on their front four. And, you rush for 22 yards. You look at that. I mean, it comes down to being a passing game, and Joey's throwing it every down.
Pat, do you expect Joey to play for a while? And did Kenny have any kind of surgical procedure this week?
I'm not going to get into what he's got or what he did. It's not what we do. But we expect Kenny to be back ASAP. Will he be back this weekend? I don't know. There's a chance, and I certainly hope after the open weekend for sure. But we got to lock in and get ready for Notre Dame, and whether it's Joey, I thought played well. Davis, we had planned on getting him a series in there early just to see what he's got, because I think he's very, very talented as well. I think we got two quarterbacks that can make plays, but it starts with the run game. We got to get some movement up front. We got to find a way to get some run game going. We get in the red zone, we can't kick 4 field goals. I love Kessman to death. And obviously, Kessman had, no hangover from last weekend. He went out there and did his job today, and our specialists were good in that respect.
At what point did you know that Kenny wouldn't play?
I knew early in the week, guys, obviously I didn't want Miami to know. I wanted them to have to prepare, for whatever. And, maybe they had a clue. We knew early in the week, Jerry.
How much was Yellen working with the first team throughout this week compared to Bevel, and what was the thought process in using a little bit of both guys?
We wanted to get, obviously, both of them work, and, wanted to give, we planned on giving, Davis a series in the first half and just see how it went. And obviously I think we had a holding call or something on that series, but I thought he did okay when he was in there. We'll look at the tape. But they both, I would say Joey probably got 75% of the reps with the ones. That was the plan going in, but we planned on playing Davis.
Speaking of the running game, you had Todd Sibley start, and he ended up averaging 5-6 yards per carry, but only had 4 attempts. What went into him starting, and why didn't he maybe get more attempts throughout the game? I don't make calls on offense, and Sid did, end up having some nice rushes early. I'm not sure why, but we're trying to rotate those guys back there and see, who can go. And I was happy with the way Todd did, take those 4 carries, and, we'll look at the tape and see why, but maybe he should have got some more carries.
Pat, you referenced the drops, the penalties, the running game. I mean, these are recurring issues here. How do you address them to your team after a game like this, that the same things just keep showing up?
Well, you got to take care of the details, and starts with me. Whether I go back and hey, we got hands to the face and shoot. I don't know where it was or who did it. Didn't get a jersey number. We got a high-low by a running back, on a tackle, which was a good call. I mean, just little things. We shoot ourselves in the foot. It comes down to coaching. We got to do a better job coaching them and get the details out of them. And, whether it's a delay game, whatever it may be, we got to make plays.
Coach, how'd you feel you defended King as a multi-purpose threat?
Obviously not good enough. He did a good job with some of the RPOs and some of the
fake runs and got the tight ends up to shoot a couple times. We'll look at the tape and find that out, but obviously not good enough to win the game. So that's all that matters.
Pat, late in the third quarter there, you guys are down 12, 4th and 3 after, I think it was Tayseer had a 12-yard catch. You send out the field goal unit. You guys cut it to 9. What went into that decision and not to go for it?
Well, you want to go for it in one hand and you want to take points, and it was still early in the third quarter or mid-third quarter, I think. There's still plenty of time left, and I think you got to take the points.
One or two more for Coach?
Pat, you had Jordan Addis with like 147 receiving yards, most of any freshmen since Tyler Boyd 2013. What did you see out of him and maybe some of the other younger guys that stepped up in the game?
Jordan continues to play at a high level as a freshman. He's a good football player. We got to try to find a way to get it to him even more, I guess. He just makes plays. He almost had a play on a fade that I think he almost came down with. He does a good job. He pays attention to details and he catches the football.
When it comes to the defensive breakdowns and they get you with the same play twice, does that hurt more when you feel like you should have made the correction after it happened the first time?
Yeah, I don't think it was the same play twice. It was a form of the same play. It was two different formations and two different ways of getting it. So they obviously did a good job. And the second one was kind of an ISO. The tight end Mallory kind of came across and up through it, and he should never came up through the hole. He should have, if you're getting sucked up on the run, then we got to at least hit him. He can't come through the line of scrimmage free, and that's I'll have to look at the tape and find out how he got through free, but he should have been hit at the line of scrimmage. So we'll look at it, and see exactly what happened on that play.
Coach, thank you for your time. We got one more.
Yeah. You had 2 formation penalties on special teams defense. I think a extra point or field goal block and a punt return unit. How were you lined up wrong on those?
Well, I don't know if we were, but new rule, you can't line up over the center. The one punt I know for sure, which didn't matter on the play, but they said we were lined up over the center, but we were a yard back. You're allowed to be a yard off the line of scrimmage. So we'll look at the videotape and find out what.